Hello, everyone. I want to say something, and I know I've mentioned it before, but I really want to focus on this for just a moment. There's a lot of accusations about trafficking or mistreatment of children in this country, and there's a lot of doubt that people have about any such things going on. But I want to share something so that you understand what my thought processes are and why it is I think it's very possible. In 2002, a teacher came to me telling me that she had run into a former student when she was in another city on vacation. And this student, of course, having, I'm sure, drinks or whatever, admitted to her, his former librarian, she was actually a librarian, that his first sexual experience was with a teacher of his, which is currently still teaching at the school. Now, this particular librarian is a very weak individual and very easily intimidated. So she calls me and tells me about running into a former student. I was a teacher at the school at the time. He was not a former student of mine. I was not there at the school when he was there. And she tells me about what he told her. And I told her that we are mandated reporters, and we have to report this to the administration. Regardless of him being a former student, he's still teaching at the school. And if it's true, then people like that do not stop. So the next day, we both went in because she needed her handheld. Basically, I did all the talking as the third person and reported it to them. And when I left the room after, I had tears, and because if it's not true, I did not want to destroy the man's life. And the former student was a male student, by the way, and the teacher was also a very beloved coach, track coach specifically. Good looking teacher, young, probably in his early 30s at the time, or maybe 20s, I don't know, late 20s. But when I left the room after stating what was told to me and reporting what I was mandated to report, and ethically, you should just do it anyway. You shouldn't have to have a law to tell you that. I had this bad feeling the administrators, which was the principal, an assistant, and the counselor of the school, were not going to report it. Call it divine intuition, I don't know. But the next day I took the day off and went to the assistant district attorney's office. And I think I took the day off, or maybe I went after school. I don't remember. This is 23 years ago, almost. 22 years ago. And I went in and told the assistant district attorney, he's gone now, but he became district attorney later. I told him what was told to me. He called an attorney and told me to go see an attorney and have him on retainer in case things got ugly, which I did. I just gave him $1. And I never used him, but they did make my life difficult as they could. Unsatisfactory evaluations as a teacher, I fought him and won, but anyway, that's irrelevant. What happened is after I told him, which was like around April 1st of that year, then everything just went quiet and the school year ended. And then the school year began somewhere in August, and then I got a call from the ADA to go to his office and meet with him, which I did. He said that he had arrested the teacher for 3 current male students in the grade that I taught. And of course, I never knew, sorry, their names. I suspected which ones were which, but I never knew their names. It wasn't my business. But what's most important is that those same 3 people of the administration went to his office after the arrest and acted like they had never been told. They had no idea. They were in shock that this happened. And I said to him, why didn't you tell them that I had been in there and told you back in April? And he looked at me and said, I have to protect you. Now at the time I thought that was, law ethics and, you don't. But he wasn't under, I didn't hire him. I didn't give him the dollar. I think it was much deeper than that, what he was saying to me, that he was protecting me. And looking back on it. But at the time, I was like 31, 32, and I had no clue how deep this stuff went at all. Naive would have been a great word to describe me. I just thought it was here or there, not everywhere. And strange things happened to me afterwards that I can't pinpoint as to having had to do with anything having to do with reporting this guy. But I suspect. Just know that it's everywhere, and it's not a far stretch at all that the powers that be are involved. So just understand, I've seen it at a small governmental level, and if this is what's going on in a small town, even though it's a college town, a small city, a smaller college, I promise you, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And the principal that I reported it to, she went on to be the superintendent of the area, and now she's in charge of half the superintendents of the state. They get rewarded, and those of us who report anything get punished. But I would do it again and again and again and again. I live by what is good, what is right, what is just. I live by the teachings of Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach. I live by the Prime, the Creator. I live by what the Spirit of Him within me tells me is right. I live with the idea that eternity is forever. And I just I am who I am, and it cannot be changed. And I will protect children and others for the rest of my life, no matter what the cost. Otherwise, what is the point of even being here at all if you cannot implement change of some sort of good? I don't think I did much back then except put a stop to something temporarily and took him out of the school system. But he's still a successful businessman in another town. And most people would never know. But we can't stop trying to do what is right. We just can't. Because this is what is happening. Is that good people are not standing up. And this is what our country is today. This is where we're at. I saw the signs long ago. So no, I'm not surprised. Nor am I shocked. I'm disgusted. I'm disappointed. It's disheartening. But I will never change. I just hope that we can change as a country, as a group, as communities, as whatever. That there are enough good people that will finally stand up. And maybe it's a unrealistic wish. Maybe it's just futile. But my soul is forever. And I'm not going to let them tarnish my soul. Because I have a feeling that the price for that is eternal damnation. And nor is my makeup. It just doesn't allow me to think in that way or those terms. I don't know what makes me different. Not perfect, but I just pray that there are others who are like me out there who are better than me even, so that maybe we have a chance to turn this around. I just wanted to share that so that you understand that these things that you think are so unbelievable are real. And we have to face these things in order to change them. Love to you all. Bye for now.